embarrassing size. "That's perfect then," Nellie said, "because these are 1-week passes to the gym over on 5th Street. Veronica gaped at her. A gym? She wasn't even aware there was a gym on 5th Street. "Yes, a gym. Get up, we're going." Nellie grabbed her hand and pulled. "I'm tired of you using your weight as an excuse to bury yourself from the world. We'll go together." Veronica groaned as she got up off the sofa. "I didn't know there was a gym on 5th Street. Are you sure?" She took the tickets from Nellie. They were very amateurish looking, printed on regular paper, even cut a bit raggedly. "Where did you get these?" "Never you mind. I knew you wouldn't want to go to the crowded gym over at the mall full of all those people you're so adamant about staying away from." She shoved Veronica toward the front door. "This is a smaller community gym, but they're still nice enough to offer free 1-week passes. We'll do a week, and then, depending on how you feel, we can sign up for more." Veronica tried to protest about not having a gym bag, but as usual, Nellie was one step ahead of her. "I have everything we need in the car. Just grab your keys and wallet. No excuses." For months, Nellie had done her best to try to pull Veronica out of her funk, and Veronica hated to sound so ungrateful. She seriously doubted she could even do one jumping jack without keeling over. But she'd humor her friend this one time. Truth was, she really did need to lose weight. On the drive over, Nellie told her about the gym. Her husband was now a member of the big gym by the mall, but he took kickboxing training once upon a time at the 5th Street gym. He said it was just small enough that Veronica wouldn't feel overwhelmed. Great. Nellie had told her husband what a fat, pathetic hermit she'd become. "So, when the guy outside the supermarket gave me the passes, I thought this would be perfect." Veronica didn't even attempt to be as excited about this as Nellie seemed to be, though she suspected it was a bit of an act. They'd been best friends since they were kids, and she'd done everything to try and cheer Veronica up after her mother died. One thing Veronica knew about Nellie was that she hated working out. So, as usual, this was a completely selfless act on her part, all for the sake of pulling Veronica out of the cave she called her home. It was just one of the reasons that made Veronica love and appreciate her best friend even more. When they arrived, they were both surprised to see there were no other women. Veronica peered at the ticket she held in her hand. "Are you sure this isn't an all-male gym?" Nellie didn't look so sure herself, but quickly disagreed. "That's silly. I've never heard of an all-male gym." "I have." "Why would the guy offer me passes if it was an all-male gym?" Veronica looked around. It was a far cry from the gym at the mall, that was for sure. For starters, the place was in great need of a paint job. There were a few treadmills and stair climbers on one end of the gym, 4 weight benches and weights on the other end, a rowing machine, lots of punching bags, and a big boxing ring in the middle of the gym. This was definitely a boxer's gym. She followed Nellie up to a man with a clipboard, who stood near the punching bags, and showed him the tickets. "We're here for the free week of training." He was an older guy with a full head of graying hair. He looked them both over and smirked. "You ever trained before?" Veronica attempted to suck in her gut and stood up straight. What seemed like a lifetime ago, she was actually on her college tennis team, and before her mother fell ill, she used to get together with a few of her colleagues to play regularly. Now she dreaded what a little workout might do to her. "No, not really, but we're here to start," Nellie said, her chin up. The man glanced over to an open door where a few guys stuck their faces out, staring in their direction. As soon as they saw him looking, they jerked their heads back in. Veronica could hear them laughing. Wonderful. They were already being mocked, and she hadn't even started jiggling her flab. This was going to be worse than she imagined. Veronica exchanged glances with Nellie before they both turned to the guy in front of them. The man leaned over into a box next to him and grabbed 2 clipboards with small index cards on them. "Read and sign these. Let me see what I can do." He walked away toward the very door with the laughing guys. Veronica tugged at Nellie's arm. She'd already begun to read what appeared to be a liability waiver. "I don't think this is such a good idea."